Supreme Court has admitted DMK MP Tiruchi Siva's plea against the farm reforms. The apex court made an important observation, saying that mere passing of a legislation does not give rise to the cause of action for the top court. The Supreme Court has issued a notice to the centre over the plea. The top court has sought the government's reply on issue, as various petitions are now pending before different court. So a 4 weeks time is being given to the centre to reply on this. So Meenakshi, on this issue as well, and we've been saying this from the beginning, that once a legislation is cleared by Parliament, it's only the courts that can intervene. There's no other way of retreating from the particular provisions to which there is a lot of objections now. Tell us, what is the top court's position in this matter with regards to multiple petitions that have been filed against the farm laws?
Well, yes, Afida, you see, today the Supreme Court had taken up these batch of petitions, out of which Manohar Lal Sharma was the lead petitioner. His petition, the Supreme Court was urging on him to withdraw. The Supreme Court, however, has gone ahead and admitted DMK MP Mr. Tiruchi Siva's petition along with the Chhattisgarh Kisan Congress's petition. Now, like you rightly mentioned, there are several petitions that have been filed in various judicial forums across the country, and therefore the Supreme Court has now sought the central government's response on these issues. Now, interestingly, while admitting this petition, the Supreme Court's observation assumes a lot of import. It was the Chief Justice of India went on to state categorically, mere passing of a legislation doesn't give rise to a cause of action for a Supreme Court challenge. In effect, the Chief Justice of India wanted for the petitioners to bring forth more grounds as to why this is the Farm Bill contentious issue is a challenge which is fit for judicial review. He went on to state what he meant by way of his oral observation was this, that merely if a legislation has been successfully passed in Parliament, that doesn't make it ground enough for a challenge in Supreme Court, unless and until other grounds which show as to how this legislation is anti-constitutional is brought out. That being said, the Supreme Court also made a remark today saying that the presence of top law officers, from the attorney to the solicitor to the additional solicitor, who were all there in advance today, seemed like a bit of an overkill, especially for a matter in which enough grounds for a Supreme Court intervention yet hasn't been made out. But be that as it may, the two of these petitions now formally stand admitted by the Supreme Court, where the response of government has been sought.
Okay, so the only action that has been taken by the top court is to seek a reply from the centre within 4 weeks. Like Meenakshi said, court intervention is not something that we are looking at immediately unless the decks are cleared for that, and the reasons being cited very clearly by the top court. However, Supreme Court has admitted DMK MP Tiruchi Siva's plea against the farm laws, stating very clearly that passing of a legislation does not give rise to cause of action by the top court unless there is grounds to suggest that it's unconstitutional. Thanks, Meenakshi.